guys do you have Inter Miami co-owner David Beckham?
David, how's it feel? All this long wait, what, 6 years or so, and Sunday's the day that you actually see this team play.
Yeah, obviously it's a very proud moment. Just to be here now to see the team for the first time train. Obviously, I've seen videos, I've seen clips of the team training over the last month, but you know, to physically be on our facility and to see the amazing work that's been done and what we've created here for the team and the players and our family. It's a very proud moment for us.
David, you made it a point to meet and shake the hands of everybody on the team, coaching staff when you got here.
Yes.
Just how important is that to make that connection with them?
Well, to be honest, we've always said from day one, even when I started this 7 years ago, that it's a family. You know, we're all about family within this club, and that's the way we feel about the players, the staff, the people that have worked tirelessly for the last 8 months on this facility, and will continue to work you know, with the players. You know, like I said, we're a family, so I think it's important that every player feels that, every member of staff feels that, and that's the way we run this club.
What's your impressions of the facilities and the stadium?
Obviously, I've been here a number of times, and you know, it was only 10 months ago that we were sat in the mayor's office and with the guys trying to make this happen, and then you know, 10 months ago we were actually stood on this facility with, you know, with weeds growing out the ground and tumbleweeds rolling past us, and now to see what's been created. You know, Jorge said it at the time, and I think people were very surprised and not very optimistic that it was going to be possible, but I think that the proof is when people come down and see what's been created here. I think people are very excited about it. I'm very pleased to see it happen.
David, what would you say to
the message from the coach to the captain to work on his biceps?
Well, I think it would be nice to have that problem at the end of the season on working on his strength lifting trophies. But you know, I think that it was important to announce, you know, our captain, our club captain for this first year, and have someone with his experience that the players can look up to in tough moments. But to be honest, with our team, you know, the way we've shaped it, the way we've brought players in, you know, we've got experienced players, but also a lot of young players that will also lead from the pitch as well. So yes, we have our captain, but we have a number of captains out there on the field.
David, what would you say?
There was a lot of talk when you guys first started about star power and, you know, all the big names that wanted to play here. People love Miami and the David Beckham factor and all that stuff. Are you disappointed at all that last DP is still out there dangling? Can you just talk about that?
I am not disappointed in any way possible, because I know that this has taken 7 years. A lot of you have seen those 7 years unfold, and there's been some frustrating times over those 7 years. But you know, someone turned around to me the other day and said, what would be success for this team and this club and this franchise? For me, on the 14th of March, when we step out onto our stadium in front of our fans, for me that's success, because I know what it's taken to get here. We're Miami, so people are always going to talk about, you know, the big name players coming here, you know, what DPs that we're going to bring in. You know, we're more than happy with the squad of players that we've got. This is exactly where we wanted to be at the start of this season. If we do bring another 1 or 2 players in, you know, before that, then great. But I think that we're looking towards the summer. You know, this is a long-term project. You know, we're going to be here for many years to come. So that longevity is an important part for us. I think it's an important part for this league as well. And when we do have the opportunity to bring a big player, a big name into this squad, then we will do that. But I think right now we're more than happy with the players that we got, the diversity that runs through the team, the young players, the young talent that we have. I think, you know, Paul has worked tirelessly, you know, bringing in players and bringing in the right players for this club. And obviously with Diego running the ship, I think that it's you know, it's exciting times ahead. But like I said, you know, us being Miami, people have always talked about us being different. People have always talked about us doing things in different ways. you know, there's a lot of franchises throughout the league that are doing great things, but I do feel that as we are Miami, that we have a real opportunity to bring, you know, some big names in, but that will happen in time.
David, what would you say to the fans though that we're expecting a big name? You say that people were talking about a big name, but you guys also did your share of pushing that, talking about Antoine, Griezmann, promoting guys in videos. What would you say to fans that are frustrated that there is no big name on the team yet?
I don't think any fan will be frustrated, because I think the fact that we've created what we've created in the time that we have, I think the fans will be happy to see what we have on the field. You know, talking about these big name players, there's, you know, Antoine, obviously he was one of the players that actually joked and said, I can't wait to be there. That didn't come from us, but I've already said over the years that this is a club, and I'm an owner, and our other owners want big name players in this team. But like I said, we have big players. We have big players in this team already. A lot of great young talent. But of course, you know, I don't think personally that anyone will be frustrated that we haven't got a big name player for our first game. I think that at the end of the day, this is how the game is run, and this is how, you know, football is run. And like I said, we will bring in big players, but, you know, we're happy with our team.
David, you mentioned the word family earlier on. You mentioned the word family. You brought in a young Scottish player called Lewis Morgan. First of all, what do you know about him, and how keen are you to make this the kind of environment that young British players can come and progress their careers?
Well, we have said that. We have said that this is a club where we want, you know, diversity in our squad. You know, and whether that's players from Europe, whether that's players that have played and had the experience of playing in Europe, like Lewis. You know, I think at the end of the day, you know, that's what we want to create with this team. You know, I had it when I moved from England to obviously playing in Spain at the time, but moving from Spain to play in LA. It was a great experience for me, and I think the league now is at such a point where, you know, the level is lifting, the interest is lifting, and it really gives players from Europe or wherever we bring them from the opportunity to come in and play at a good level.
What do you think Sunday's going to be like, Dave?
What is your approach? I mean, obviously, big leagues around the world develop players on their own studs. What's your idea for that in here in Inter Miami?
To be honest, I've said from day one that the academy was one of the most important parts of this club for me, because, you know, the reason why I picked Miami is because there's many reasons, but one of the reasons is there's a lot of great young talent here, and to give the young kids of Miami to the opportunity to be part of their own club. You know, I said it from day one that yes, we want to bring big name players in, but I think there's no more greater satisfaction for homegrown talent to be brought into the system and to play at the highest level. So that has always been, you know, utmost importance for me personally.
David, what do you think Sunday's going to be like? Get in Los Angeles, your connection there, national TV, the first game, all the things that come with it.
I mean, it'll be great. Yeah, I think at the end of the day, the league have been very helpful with giving us our first game against a very good team. So we're excited about that. You know, you always want to pitch yourself against the great players and the great teams of the league. And you know, LAFC have only been around for a couple of years. So what they've already created is what we all want to create. You know, that atmosphere within the stadium, the atmosphere within the team, the togetherness, and I think that, you know, there will be a lot of franchises that look at LAFC and what they've done and what they've created and want to do that exact thing. Talking about them as a team, they're a very good team. So it's going to be a tough game for us, an interesting opener for us, but, you know, at this point, we're just very excited to actually get to LA, to feel the atmosphere. I think the players, they might be slightly nervous about the game, but I think we have an experienced manager that understands exactly what he needs to do, what team he needs to pick, and we're going to enjoy the occasion.
David, if any
Robles as a captain, what is it about him? I mean, he does seem to exude captain qualities.
He does. You know, you can tell that there's certain players that walk onto the field, onto the training field, onto the stadium, and they've got an aura about them, and they've got a leadership about them, and, you know, that's why he's our captain. It's why, you know, the manager's the one that decides who is the captain. And when he spoke to us about it, we all totally agreed. You know, I think that having a person, a player that has experience and has that leadership quality was important.
David, if any owner understands fan culture, it'd be you. What do you think of the inaugural home jersey, and why wasn't it pink?
Why wasn't it pink? It's got pink on it. You know, we always said that we wanted a kit that the fans would be proud of. You know, there's always going to be certain people that maybe think it should be one colour or should be something different. But I think that we're more than happy with what we've done. We're more than happy with everything that we've done with this club so far. But more importantly, I think our fans are happy. I think the fact that over this last 7 years, I've had so much support from our fans, from the people in this city. That for me was one of the reasons why I continued to try and get this club up and running, because when you have that kind of support, when you have people coming up to you and giving you that support, it's what you want, and it's what spurred me on to continue to fight to get, you know, this club here in Miami, and we're very proud of that.
Thank you.
Thank you. You're welcome. Thanks.
Thanks, David.